Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Jake with the NSB Woodsman channel. I'm back today and we are going to make a, just for fun video, we're going to make a Bushcraft waist bag, waist pouch, waist kit, whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned, we're just going to have a little bit of fun with this. Pardon, I'm at my kitchen table, so bear with me here. So what we're using today to make this Bushcraft waist kit is part of a backpacking system I bought. Backpacking system. This is the main compartment of what we're going to be using. This is part of the Homdox. Not exactly sure how you pronounce it. Could be Homdox. Homdox backpack. Let me see if I can get you a full shot of what that backpack looks like. This is the Homdox backpack that I purchased. I purchased it actually last fall, and I've been using it just for overnighters. And actually, I haven't even used it for my complete. It's got, as nice as the bag is for the cost, it's a little bit limited in its capacity. But what was really cool about it is that it came with this waist pouch, and it does have a a belt with a snap, and these two kind of Molly style attachments. So pretty neat. The downside for these guys, I'll show you right here, and it's not a huge deal, but it's only Velcro securing these guys here. It's not, a snap system or anything like that. But I actually kind of like the Velcro because however you place it on, either attach it to this or to the backpack, it really doesn't move around very much because you can kind of secure the straps right around whatever loops you're putting it through, and you see it actually, the Velcro stops it, whereas opposed on this guy you've got the snaps, it can still kind of slide whatever you attach it to. But let me show you what we're going to attach it to. Now this one, guys, I apologize, you can probably find these online, but I found this at a garage sale. It was actually used as the waist support to an external frame backpack from, I think it was from the 90s. But that whole thing, the external frame backpack, and this was a replacement waist support for the bag. There was also another one inside of the backpack itself. So I got two waist supports and an external frame backpack for $4.50. I kid you not. So if you're into the outdoors, bushcrafting, and you're looking for gear, anytime you get a chance to go around to a neighborhood that's hosting any sort of garage sale, make sure you do so, because you can find phenomenal deals. I mean, $4.50 for this alone would have been outstanding. I looked these guys up, and these things run anywhere from like $40 to up to $100, so pretty awesome. It's got this kind of, I think it's called a Cobra snap system. It's plastic, which, so this would definitely probably be on the cheaper end of that price range I just mentioned. But anyways, it's got a real nice wide support, and it's got something inside of it that's really firm. It's got foam on the inside, but it feels pretty thin, maybe quarter an inch to half an inch foam there. But there's something plasticky that runs through this main section. So I like that a lot. It's going to offer me some support when I attach my main compartment, and I'm going to try and do it like so. And then these guys are going to go on the side like so. And yeah, that'll be that. Stay tuned. So here's what we're looking at, guys. I've got the main compartment attached. Okay, see it's kind of attached there. Got these straps kind of run through. This waist pack kind of has it has two strap points, one for a waist, and one actually. What's cool about this is it actually got one for a sling. If you wanted to create a sling, you could just kind of throw this over your shoulder too. It also has this. I mean, this thing's pretty neat, guys, actually, for the value. But it also has kind of a carrying thing. If you were to, it's got these compression straps here, so you can kind of compress this if you fill it up, and then you can also carry it just like a, I don't know, just as like a side bag there if you wanted to. But anyways, I wanted to bring up a few points before I continued here. This waist pack, these two side bags, and the Homdox backpack I showed you. And I looked this up, guys. This is called this backpack as well. The Homdox, Homdox Large Rucksack is what it's called. And it comes with basically these 4 pieces. Now, I'll be honest, as soon as I got the backpack, okay, some of the stitching in the, boy, I forget where it was. I think right near the top, some of the stitching on one of the seams was already coming undone, okay? So the backpack itself, I read before I purchased it, it's not a super high quality bag, okay? The reason I bought the bag is because it came with these attachments. I know that sounds really maybe stupid, and maybe you're right, but the backpack actually holds up pretty well. Like I said, I've only used it a few times for overnighters, so I haven't really put it to the ultimate test. But these things I've actually used on many occasions. And these things hold up quite well. The stitching is a little bit better. There's more pockets. I mean, for the value, this is almost worth the price. The whole thing, I believe, cost $40 to $45 with a backpack and these 3 pieces. Including this, which I got at the garage sale. Boy, you really can't even count that. It was so inexpensive. But let's say full price, $450. This kit right here is about $45. Just these 3 pieces and that kit that I found. Now, if you were to buy this online, different story. This whole thing would be like $80. But I've got that attached, and now I got to start thinking about what I'm going to put in the side pouches in the main compartment here. The whole goal is this is just supposed to be, you know, a really lightweight kit that's going to get me through really one night. And my idea would be that I would carry this and potentially like a sling bag, some sort of, what do they call that? Some sort of pouch. Anyways, so I guess let's start thinking about what we're going to put in it. Anyways, I got a whole bunch of different types of cordage. I got a sharpening stone. This is a $5 tarp I bought at Walmart. I actually haven't used this before, but it actually looks like relatively decent quality for being from Walmart. It's a 5x7 outdoor product. I'm going to pull it out real quickly to show you. Remember, guys, the whole point of my channel is to get us out there relatively inexpensively. Now, I might pay the price for that, because just looking at this, I can tell you, you know, the water resistance in a heavy rain might not be that great. So it might be worth carrying a better made product for a little bit more expensive of a price. And the big item that I'm going to take when I get this thing all finished, the big item is going to be my wool blanket. I got to re-roll this so that it looks a little bit neater, but I'm thinking this will actually go either right below it or right on top. Sorry, bad camera work here. Either right on top of the pack, or more likely it's going to go right below it, like so. Haversack. That's the term I was looking for earlier. Haversack. I also want to get a haversack just to carry basically my food options, so keep it real light. But take that and just so I can sling it over my shoulder, but it's not going to put too much pressure on that shoulder. Alright, so we got to think about the 5 C's. Water and cook set. This is going to be both. You know, this is not what I use generally. I think it's too heavy for my regular kit, but my my pot wouldn't fit. This will fit. I have a Molly attachment from Dave Canterbury's, Pathfinder school. This is the whole Pathfinder kit. It came in a Molly bag, so I can attach that right to it. I don't have to put anything else in there if I don't want to, but it does have extra storage space if I want to pack in some more stuff. I'll probably just keep everything pertaining to the water in that water kit. So I'll also put my water filter. I've just got a Sawyer Mini. So that'll all go in that. That's going to be an extra attachment, which I'm going to have to put on the side somewhere. But I want to keep that. I don't want to really wear that right. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might put it kind of more up right near the side so that I have access to it when I walk, but I honestly don't want, I wouldn't want to be walking around with this thing full of water all day. I mean, this one's pretty light, but filled with water, I mean, it can get heavy. That would be some extra weight. So there's container, cover, okay, cutting tool. This is where people might disagree with me. I would probably just take a large knife if I wanted to keep it real light. But when I put this thing to use, and I will put it to use hopefully soon, it is fall, it is September right now. So if I'm going to be doing that and taking barely anything, just a wool blanket to keep me warm, and this 5x7 tarp, I might need to actually process some wood. So I do have I believe it's a 1 pound head tomahawk. Maybe it's 1.5 pound by Cold Steel. I just made a little cheapo leather sheath for it. It just kind of snapped. It almost fits too snugly, so it just kind of gets caught on there. I'll probably put some shot cord. I made holes for shot cord. I just haven't done it yet because it just fits so well. Alright, so I might create a way to carry this on my side. I'm not positive. I might just take a large knife. So, cutting tools, knife, and tomahawk. Tomahawk, maybe. Cordage. Paracord. Bank line. I would probably take, when I get this all packed up, I'll do a second video showing you what it looks like packed. But I've got all of my tarp straps in here. It's just paracord for my usual tarp, so I probably pull those out so I have them ready to go. And then I would probably just take an extra hank of bank line with me. It's lightweight, can get a pretty decent amount, and it's strong. But in this kit, because I told you it's kind of my accessories, I've got all these different lengths of cordage, and they really do come in handy. I really like taking them with me. So if I have any extra room, and it's not, I might throw a few of these in there just to have a few extra, because they do, like I said, they really do come in handy for different reasons around camp. But so there's cordage. Combustion. On my survival knife, if you guys haven't seen the video, my survival knife has a fire steel, and I always take a lighter with me. So there's two sources right there. But a couple just that I was carrying around, a couple of tidbits. I think in here I've got either cotton balls or, yep, so I got petroleum and cotton right there, so that'll work. What are we missing? We've got container, cover, combustion, cutting, cordage. They're the 5 C's. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, I got to start thinking about comfort for sleeping, because I don't know if you've been out on a cold night, but laying on just a wool blanket isn't quite going to do it. So the good news is that most of the stuff I mentioned is going to fit in the side pockets of this main container, or this main compartment. So I can think about other things to put in here that might keep me more comfortable at night. One of those things I like a lot is this reflective survival blanket as a moisture barrier. It's got the reflective surface on the inside. It's a little bit thicker. It's not just those cheapo survival blankets. This has been punctured by a branch in the past. I used it as a cover one time, and it got windy and a branch fell and poked right through it. But I could slide this in there, not without too much difficulty. This does fit. I've tried it before. I just have to roll it up correctly. And then the other thing that I would probably take as we're getting into colder weather, let's see if I have it in here. I don't. But it is a roll of clear plastic sheeting. It's a paint drop cloth. And I use that for the super shelter method of camping. And I'll demonstrate that for those of you that don't know what it is, but you can definitely look it up. Anyways, I'm going to talk to you without talking to you while you're staring at this stuff. Anyways, guys, so as I was saying, the super shelter method. With that, I could use my 5x7 tarp. The roll of clear plastic sheeting is about this big, and I want to say it's like 9x8. It's actually pretty big, and I've used it before. I used it last April. And what you do is you basically put up your tarp how you want your tarp to be, and then you drape the plastic sheeting in front of it. So you've got an open tarp, you kind of close it up with the plastic sheeting, and then you build a fire out a few feet in front of it. And you try and build a long fire. I put a fire reflector behind it to kind of keep shooting the long wave radiation towards me throughout the night. And when I was camping, it was, I think, 30 degrees at night, something like that, so not terribly cold, but it really does make for me it made about a 5 to 10 degree difference. I've heard people have made super shelters and it has been like 90 degrees in there. I did not experience that, but I also didn't use a reflective surface behind me on my tarp. I just had my tarp and the plastic sheeting in front of me, and it was not airtight by any means. I just tried to whip it up pretty quickly and give myself a little bit of added comfort. So that's what I would do, and that would be, I would be pretty comfortable with the bare necessities there. I'd have something to cook with. I'd have my water filter. I would need to worry about, food, taking some food with me, but that's what I would use like a little haversack for, or a lightweight backpack even, because this is going to be on my waist. I'm going to have nothing on my shoulders is the idea. So I guess the only other thing that I can think of that might be handy to have is, if you're going out, I'm not including clothing. I'm assuming that if we're going out with this minimal gear, we're going to just be wearing what we have. If the weather is inclement, then we'd have to be thinking about some options there. But I think at this time of year, maybe throw in a poncho somewhere in the mix, probably throw it right into that haversack. That poncho wouldn't be too bad. And with the waist pack, it really would just kind of drape right over. You wouldn't have to worry about wearing it over a backpack or anything, so that could be a pretty good option for staying dry. Maybe if you wear gaiters, that could help keep your legs dry too if it does rain a lot. So just some ideas I'm throwing out there. But anyway, so this will be it for this video, and I'll make kind of part 2 once I've completed this kit and kind of shown you what I think is gonna work for when I do go out. And I know all these videos have been inside. I promise I'll get out soon. I recently ordered a new camera in the GoPro style, so I'm gonna be hunting this weekend. Hopefully, if the camera arrives, I'll take you guys with me. Hopefully do some fishing here too. So we're just going to try and get you guys outdoors with me here pretty soon. Guys, thanks so much for all of your support. Thanks for the views, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. I'm going to try and keep these videos coming, and stay tuned for part 2 of this once the Bushcraft waist kit is completed.